right there, Latin 1. So here we go with the final glossary of chapter 21, page 180. Early the next morning, Cornelia gets up to murder a slave woman. It's all just dialogue, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem after the first paragraph. So, kulina, kulinai, feminine. This is kitchen. Culinary comes from this. So does food. Food comes from the kitchen. Canto, cantare, cantavi, cantatum. This is to sing. Okay, this is where we get chant, incantation, enchanting, stuff like that. Salto, saltare, saltavi, saltaturum. This is to dance. This is a word that has to do with leaping, actually. And there's a wonderful story about this. There's a group of priests of Mars in Rome who are called the leaping priests or the dancing priests. And they go down the city streets a-leaping and a-dancing all the time in order to make Mars happy for war. What I love about it especially, though, is that I picture them as being priests of like Soul Train. So, you know, they each come down the line. I think that would be hilarious. Saltatrix, saltatricis. This is one who dances, one who uses dancing. If it's a man, it's saltator. If it's a woman, it's saltatrix. These are agentive endings. Appello, appellare, appellavi, appellatum. Okay, this is to name, to call someone. This is where you get appellation from, not the mountains, but appeal also comes from this. Gades, Gadium, this is just the city in Spain. Crotalum, crotali, this means castanet. Those are the finger clicky-clacky things that you got like in 4th grade because they didn't have enough instruments because the funding. Pirata, piratai. Now what's interesting here is that it ends in an A. It's a first declension, but it's masculine. And it's masculine because it's a Greek job. So pirata, nawa, poeta, those are all things that fellas do, and they're Greek words. Okay, of course, a pirate would be a Greek word because they do the ocean thing. The Romans, not so much. Praeter. Praeter we've seen before, but praeter can mean except for something, and it still takes the accusative. Libertas, libertatis. This means freedom. Okay, liberty, technically, comes from this. And then we got a bunch of verbs that we've seen. So conspicio, conspicere, conspexi, conspectum. This is where we get conspicuous from. It's where we get, well, yeah, basically that. And that's to spot, remember. Doceo, docere, docui, doctum. This is to teach. We saw this back in chapter 6, I want to say. But this is where we get the word doctor from. This is where we get docent from. All kinds of words like that. Capio, capora, capi, captum. This is to capture. And notice that you get capture from this. Okay. Ferro, ferre, tuli, latum. It really does that. So, yeah. And you actually get the word ablative from this. Ab plus latum. But, yeah. Emo, emera, emi, emptum. Notice that the E gets lengthened for the third principal part. That's the only way you can tell. So it means to buy. Like if you buy something completely, it's empty. That's where it comes from. And then the last one, do, dare, dedi, datum. I don't know why they don't put a macron over the A there. The book regularly misses this. I think it's because dare shows up as an English word anyway. But there should be a macron over the A. And it means to give. And the word datum, if you look at the plural of that, it would be data. So given things, data. So yeah, and you get the word dedicate and stuff like that too. All right, now we are done with all the glossary. So what I want you to do now is go ahead and do exercise 21C. Okay, so you are literally just going to translate from English into Latin. So what did you want, boys? Pueri. Quid voluistis? What did you want? You're done. That's it. Okay? So do 1 through 10 on 21C. And then we will go over all of these translations and stuff like that pretty soon. All right? I'm going to hit the button.